Hey there Reefers, welcome to another episode of Dreaming Reef. So in today's episode, I will be sharing you guys on cleanup crews. So the type of cleanup crews that I use in my tank, the reason why I use them, couple of recommendation, couple of species that I will show you guys, the price point, where to get them, so forth and so on. So cleanup crews are actually like your backbone of the tank itself. So you cannot really be there every day to clean your tank, right? So these guys actually does the job for you, and they do it 24/7. So there are a few cleanup crews that do really well. There are some of them that don't do that well. So I will show you guys a couple of cleanup crews that I have, the different types of inverts and all, which actually add up and actually plays a very nice part in your system itself. So I will show you the first one, which is the turbo snail. So this is the turbo snail. So these guys are fairly cheap. They usually go for like $4 for $10. You can get them in most of the LFS. The good thing about these guys is they don't really do that much, but then this snail actually has the ability to flip themselves back. So if you ever had one that fall quite high up from the glass, it actually has the ability to flip themselves back. So they usually have this very nice cone shape on them. So they are pretty slow, and I don't really see them doing much work, but they do constantly go around the whole tank and graze quite often. So aside from the turbo, the next one I'll show you guys is the cowrie. So this is a very weird snail. I didn't really get this snail. This snail actually I picked it up from the beach. So I throw it in, and right now I have a couple of them. So they do a little bit of work here and there, but not as good as turbos. The next one is the Astros snails. These guys are pretty good. They do eat algae quite well. I've seen them grazing all the time. So these guys and your turbo snails, these two are one snails that constantly move. The only bad thing about Astro is whenever Astro flips upside down, it doesn't have the ability to flip back himself. So if you don't see it and you don't rescue it, right, high chances are you will lose this snail. So aside from snails, we have the cleaner shrimp. So this is a little bit of the gray area. Most people will say that cleaner shrimp helps to remove white spot, which is not true. Cleaner shrimps do not remove white spots, but what it does, it actually gives a very therapeutic treatment to the fish itself. So what I usually do is that you will see a couple of fishes that will go to the cleaner shrimp. They usually will set up a station. Mine sets up at the top there. Right now he's coming down for food, and what it does, that my fish will actually head into the little cave there to get clean from all the dead scales, little mucus and stuff like that. So it's like going for a massage. So the cleaner streams give this kind of treatment, and it actually helps your fish to relax a lot. So aside from the shrimp, I have the porcelain crab. Okay, so for porcelain crab itself, right, it don't really do much, but if you have a pretty large anemone, which I used to, what it does is that porcelain crab actually helps you to clean your anemone. So if there's any waste food or even waste, so what it does is it will actually clean your anemone for you. So it's quite a good addition, and it's quite pretty as well. So aside from inverts, this is one species of wrasse that I always recommend, which is the Helicularis genus. So these guys are very good pest eaters. As you can see, the canary wrasse, the one that I'm showing you guys over here, the only reason why I get this wrasse is because it is always hunting for pests. Pests, I'm talking about like flatworms, very bad pots and stuff like this that actually eats your coral, or it's actually annoying your coral. As you can see, this guy spend most of the time hovering on top there, looking for little pests here and there to pick. So the next item that I'll show you guys are the Tuxedo Urchins. So these guys are really good as well. So Tuxedo Urchins are like lawn mowers in the invert world. They actually take down all types of algae, and they really do their job pretty well. The only bad thing about Tuxedo Urchin is they tend to pull things and they put it on their back. So for me myself, I have an issue is that my Tuxedo tend to help me to frag my zoos quite often. So as you can see in the video itself, the Tuxedo actually have like 3 polyps of zoanthids on it. So if you have very prized coral, a high chance they may pick it up. So it's a 50-50 thing when it comes to urchin. So the next 2 species that I'll show you guys are species that will help you to clean your sand. So one of it is the sand sifting starfish. So they move around the sand quite often. They stir up your sand bed. They help you to clean up your sand, and then they eat up detritus and all. But one thing bad about starfish is they do not have brain. So starfish do not really adapt well in tanks itself. So it's a hit or miss. Some may thrive in your system, some may just perish in the next 1 week or even in the next 1-2 months. So the last item that I will show you guys, it's a highly recommended species, which is the Nasarius snail. So you cannot really see it right now, but you can see closely, you will see this little tube coming out from the sand. So what it does, that whenever it detects food, this is what happens. So whenever it detects food in the water column or on the sand bed, Nasarius snail actually has a very high sense of smell. So it's actually able to detect food, and it will burrow up from the sand and you will start to look for food. One thing about Nasarius snails is that they are scavengers, so they do not really actually clean your sand bed. But what it does, because whenever you introduce food in, like for me myself, I feed my tank every day. So whenever they detect food, they will come out of the sand. So as you can see, they stir up the sand. So the old sand at the bottom gets stirred up, and it actually helps you to remove a lot of that brown diatom flume on your sand by stirring it up. So with the sand sifter starfish, you actually have very good cleanup crews that help you to constantly stir your sand bed up it's good to prevent a lot of dead spots. So it aerates your sand bed, it keeps your sand bed pretty alive. And this is one snail that I always recommend, because if you got any dead fish, these guys also will settle it for you. They are very highly recommended. Most hobbies will recommend them. So yeah, I've come to the end of my cleanup crew section. So I may add a few more different stuff into the system itself that actually provides a job. Just a little sneak preview for you guys. If you guys can actually see from the display right itself, I actually add in a cleaner rest. So I will not tell you what cleaner rest it is. It's definitely not the common blue strip cleaner rest. I do not recommend that, because that cleaner rest usually will not make it. So you are able to see the cleaner rest right now, but I'm not going to give you a full detail on it. I will share with you guys a little bit more on the next coming video on what is that cleaner rest, how hard is it to get it, and the reason why cleaner rests are not good for home aquariums. So I really hope you guys like this video. If you guys really like the video, you guys can subscribe for my channel, and I will post more videos in the next couple of weeks on the new wrestlers, what I'm going to add in the near future. There will be a coral update coming soon, and probably I will be doing some LFS tour in the near future, and I may be doing a Bangkok tour soon. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys real soon.